What happens if a narcissist is unable to control you? What are their options? The narcissist is one of the most dangerous sorts of people to deal with, as he solely sees other people as resources that may be utilized to achieve his goals, which are only to be boasted about, never to be realized. They only regard us as a means to an end. The narcissist sees other people as nothing more than pawns in their quest to attain their goals and dreams. Someone who doesn't see you as an entire person, with all of your thoughts and feelings and goals in mind. They don't deserve respect, and yet they highly demand it. One of the most distressing and upsetting things for a narcissist is having someone in their inner circle whom they have no control over. Narcissists would find these people a huge impediment because they would be unable to tolerate any of their traits. Narcissists hate these people and will go to any lengths to avoid them if they can't destroy them. Narcissists despise losing, so the idea that they couldn't get their way or obtain the person they desire is unpleasant. When narcissists lose at something, from a game to a profession to a personal relationship to anything else, they're reminded that they're not in control of anything or anyone. This is something that can happen in any situation. When someone has a personality that encompasses everything a narcissist despises in another person, this can drive a narcissist nut. But before talking more about this, I'd like to express my gratitude to everyone who has taken the time to watch this video. It is with great pleasure that I can greet you all and thank you for joining me on this journey. My channel would not exist without your support. Thank you so much. I'd also want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel and enable the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the new videos uploaded on this channel. Let's begin. Narcissists have a particular dislike for certain personality traits, and I'll explain why in today's video. The narcissist will quickly lose interest in you if you possess at least 2 of these. If you keep your cool and remain calm, you'll be able to put any narcissists in their place without hurting yourself. 1. People who respect and uphold their personal boundaries. People who know and value their personal boundaries have the power to drive even the most egotistical narcissist nuts. This means they shouldn't be taken for granted. As a result, they have no inclination to abide by the orders of others. These people will loudly reject any attempts by narcissists to enforce their desires on them. Narcissists despise those who are unwavering in their beliefs and unwilling to compromise. Narcissists will lash out in wrath if you try to limit their claim on other people's lives or time. They'll go berserk and eventually expose all of their bad traits, starting from envy and resentment. 2. Brave and unafraid individuals. One of the requirements is that this person has no fear of the narcissist at all. This means that when the time comes, they will not hesitate to confront or correct the narcissist's behaviors. There will be no more excuses for whatever dishonesty or lies the narcissist made. Narcissists find it difficult to relax and enjoy the company of these people because it means they're constantly in danger of being exposed. 3. Someone who is not the least bit impressed by the narcissist's shenanigans. It indicates that these people have not accepted the narcissist's false self-image. Acknowledging or praising the narcissist's achievements takes a long time for them to do. Before they get too close, people who think like this seek verification that the person they're getting to know is truly who they say they are. They aren't in a rush to meet new people or increase their social network. A nice grin and a spotless appearance aren't enough to inspire confidence in these people to put their trust in the narcissist. 4. Someone who makes the narcissist feel inferior. These people are strong and intimidating. They're able to make the narcissist feel inferior even when doing nothing. These people have a low opinion of the narcissist and will go out of their way to avoid being around him or her at all costs. So, the narcissist will not be invited to their houses, and they won't hesitate to reject narcissists' invites either. No amount of time spent with the narcissist could possibly satisfy this person's yearning to be alone. Thus, they're more inclined to gray rock or ignore the narcissist when they exhibit aberrant behavior because of this. They don't give a single thought to the narcissist, and this makes the narcissist crazy. 5. People who are more successful than the narcissist. Narcissists can't stand someone who is more successful or has something he or she lacks. When one person is married and the narcissist is not, this is an example of a scenario. Another example is the narcissist may not have a car or home, whereas the other person does. Another individual has the ability to travel, but the narcissist may not be able to afford it, and so on. A narcissist would stop at nothing to ensure that no one else is able to have or do anything they don't have or can accomplish. Narcissists are full of jealousy and don't enjoy it when others succeed in life more than they do. 6. A free-spirited person. When it comes to interests, a free-spirited individual doesn't care what other people think of them. This group is unconcerned with what other people think of them or how they appear to others. Narcissists can't stand to be around this person because they can only dream of living their life the way the other person is now living it, a state called narcissistic envy, which is why the narcissist can't get along with these people. Narcissists dislike people who are always happy and cheerful, and because free spirits tend to be carefree and upbeat most of the time, narcissists find it repulsive. When other individuals show true joy and delight, it irritates narcissists to no end. The narcissist is driven to madness by the belief that they will never have what these people have, because it makes them feel inferior to others. Narcissists despise those who speak more than they do. People who are not scared to admit when they are wrong are considerably more useful than those who are. Narcissists take great pleasure in preaching their own merits and displaying their achievements. Some of their more well-known traits include whining and gossiping, as well as telling amusing tales. Most of the lies that narcissists say are complete fabrications. When someone has a strong personality and is able to command attention and pull others to themselves, a narcissist's worst nightmare is realized. In the end, it all boils down to the word genuine. Everything I've just described is connected to this single word. Someone with genuine character is a person who is honest in every aspect of their life. With them, you receive exactly what you're looking for if you're doing business with them. On the other hand, those who are narcissistic believe that everyone else is false and fake, just like them. The narcissist's goal is often the polar opposite of what you want. Authentic people are unwelcomed in the narcissist's view of the world. In narcissist minds, there is no doubt that all people are faking it. However, because of their discomfort, the narcissist will retreat into their cocoon and avoid persons who exhibit these behaviors. Because of their knowledge of the ways in which narcissists think and behave, this person has an advantage over others. In turn, the narcissist will feel hot and cold inside. There is no way they can deceive this individual, and worse. They know they might be exposed if they try. Narcissists, therefore, usually devise an escape plan or do all they can to avoid persons who fit this profile. Narcissists despise the truth, and these people are in a situation where the truth is on their side. The kind of person who is also honest with everyone they meet. Narcissists are afraid of these people because they represent everything the narcissist is not. Narcissists' destructive behavior can be put an end to by those who exhibit these characteristics or actions. There is nothing they can do but distribute seeds of doubt and mistrust in the hope that some will take root or that they will find someone else who shares their thoughts about the person they're trying to corrupt. The only way they can get rid of these people is if they get others on board with them. When a narcissist is unable to influence or control someone, they become animosity toward that person. Narcissists' worst nightmares are people that have many of the characteristics I've outlined here today, particularly. The narcissist doesn't impress them because of their unwavering authenticity, their well-defined limits, and their general lack of interest in the narcissist. When faced with a narcissist, they show no fear. Their story is accurate. They have a positive outlook on life. They have a healthy feeling of awe and reverence in life and in themselves. Toxic people can easily be identified and avoided by them. The narcissist has no control over such things. So, we've come to an end for the day. Please use the space provided below to ask any queries or make any comments. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. What happens when narcissists realize you refuse to be controlled because you're a strong person? Narcissists are singularly focused on themselves, to the exclusion of all else. As long as you fulfill a purpose and satisfy their requirement for validation, they will continue to place a high level of significance on the part you play in their lives. Narcissists will try to acquire what they want from you regardless of whether they believe it will be simple or challenging for them to do so. At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with you. Rather, it has everything to do with narcissists taking control of everything. Those who possess strong mental characteristics aren't easily affected by the opinions of others. It's clear that these individuals have matured to a certain extent based on their thoughts and the way they behave. So, how will narcissists react, realizing they're facing a strong opponent? This will be the subject of today's discussion. Okay, let's get started. Because they're incapable of accepting other people for who they truly are, narcissists are sometimes characterized as arrogant. People with strong mental characteristics have a high level of self-assurance and a strong feeling of their own value and are typically well-grounded in reality. Narcissists will experience feelings of danger whenever they're around these people. However, this doesn't prevent them from continuing their pursuit. When it comes to narcissists, there are no exceptions. The narcissist will stop at nothing to achieve his or her goal, which is to destroy those individuals who pose a danger to their authority. Narcissists believe that the only way to feel better about themselves is to make the people around them feel horrible about themselves, and they believe that the only way to do this is to criticize those around them. Narcissists will stop at nothing to bring you down, insult you, and destroy your reputation. Particularly with the people you know who also know them. They will take advantage of any confidential information they have about you in order to bring your reputation into disrepute. They're masters at making it appear as though they care about you when, in reality, all they want to do is damage you. They act in this manner in the hopes that it will cause others to pity them. This is how they enlist the assistance of third parties in their effort to tarnish your reputation. Even though some of us are savvy and resilient when it comes to the tactics that narcissists play on us, they'd still make us a target. Narcissists will try their best to alter our life and are waiting for us to relax our vigilance. Love bombing may appear to be the preferred method for narcissists to convince other people to do what they want, but in reality, they have other strategies at their disposal to bring us down. For instance, when people realize that flattery and charm aren't enough, they will behave like victims in the hopes of getting you to feel sorry for them. We have no choice but to come to terms with the fact that narcissists are not concerned with what other people think of them. They merely require some clue to get started with their plan. And any emotional response they receive, whether it's love, affection, or pity, is an excellent place to start. Because your emotional investment in them demonstrates that they're important to you and affect your life, they will continue to work with that angle and add some flattery and charm to help seal the deal if they can make you feel sorry for them. If love bombing is unsuccessful, they will frequently do one more thing in an attempt to win our compassion and make us feel sorry for them. This is done in order to establish influence over us and compel us to act in a manner consistent with what they want. They would make up stories that they were sick to grab our attention. Sometimes, they will even intentionally hurt themselves in order to do so. These individuals will moan and plead with you for help, claiming that there's nowhere else for them to go. They're going to keep repeating that until they have a certain place in your life. Narcissists have a tendency to put on a bad performance when they are up against someone powerful. They gain entry into your life by portraying themselves in a manner that is submissive and lowly in order to win your trust. They intend to cause you pain over time, so they will make sure to involve themselves in every aspect of your life until you get complacent and let your defenses down. You may help them get out of a ditch, but at the end of the day, they'll dump you back into the ditch and continue on their way without displaying any remorse for what they've done. Simply put, narcissists will flatter you by claiming they love you or playing the part of a victim in order to get you to believe their lies and fall for their con. They get a significant boost to their sense of self-worth and are led to believe that they're more powerful and superior when they're successful in bringing down a powerful person. They would do it with glee and then cast you out once they had extracted all of the information they could from you. If they're unable to transform you and bring you to your knees, then they'll use another option. They will act as if they're in awe of you and want to gain knowledge from you no matter where you go. If they still can't get anything from you, the other option available to them is to focus on the people who are around you. The narcissist will use anyone who falls for their deceptions as a foot in the door into your life, or simply to learn more about you. Narcissists are professionals when it comes to lying. They would attempt to have a close relationship with your close friend or a member of your family. They will stop at nothing to make you feel awful and turn your friends and family against you. They will also do anything they can to destroy your reputation. They are just interested in doing one thing, and that is to have other people despise you. Narcissists require the attention of other people because they view you as a threat to their fragile egos. If you simply don't like them, if you ignore them, or if you leave them, the narcissist will never be satisfied. Ever. They will never stop looking for novel methods to harm you, and they want everyone in your environment to assist them in doing so. Because of this, they take advantage of any opportunity that presents themselves to spread false rumors and talk negatively about you. For instance, they will not stop at anything in their pursuit of getting you fired from your job if everyone is working against you. It won't matter how well you do your job, you won't be able to keep your position there. People that share their beliefs will be the ones who accuse you of doing things that aren't true. When a narcissist realizes that you have more popularity and respect than they do, they will become obsessed with finding ways to knock you down and make themselves look better. Narcissists are people who spend their entire life focused on acquiring more things that they don't have. They're driven solely by a desire for dominance and will resort to stealing, lying, cheating, and manipulating their way into your life in order to achieve this goal. They simply can't tolerate it when other people are more successful than they are. They view it as a personal attack when other people are able to see through the false personas they have constructed for themselves. They take it as a personal slight when we refuse to trust their fabrications and instead avoid getting caught in their traps. These individuals take offense at our high moral standards and fierce sense of independence. As a consequence of this, they make an effort to take these things away from us and, in the process, cause us harm. Therefore, you must be aware of their strategies and ploys and come to terms with the fact that this will always be the case, regardless of how far you make it. A narcissist will never stop attempting to bring you back down to their level or under them. So, I will continue to advise you to be cautious and to pay great attention to what you're doing. I sincerely hope that you found some of this material to be helpful. We would appreciate it if you could tell us what you have in mind, or if you have any experience regarding this in the comment section below. Thank you very much. Exposing what the narcissist wants after you're no longer with them. Hi everyone, another episode is here for you all. In today's video, we're going to talk about the importance of emotionally detaching from a narcissist for the rest of our life, so let's jump right in. You can tell whether someone is narcissistic by talking to them about something they have done or said to you that upsets you. Most people will initially get defensive, which is quite understandable. In contrast, those who are not narcissists will eventually come around to your perspective and repent for their actions. In contrast, narcissists refuse to compromise. They'll be on guard and accuse you of placing them in a position where they feel they have to insult you. They may even demand an apology from you because they think you've been disrespectful to them, since they have severe victim mentalities. Actually, this is very important and critical that people should understand its relevance because narcissists may prevent us from moving on even without being physically present in our lives. There are two things that can keep you tied with a narcissist, even if you've given your all and established no contact or limited contact with them. As long as the narcissist is still a narcissist, it doesn't matter how you got rid of them or how they got rid of you. After dealing with a narcissist, there are three possible outcomes. Some people may get right back up and go on with their lives. Then there are individuals that need a little more effort to break free of their mental and emotional shackles. I'm speaking to individuals who are still in love with the narcissist despite their trauma bond. Finally, the third is individuals consumed by rage and resentment because of their animosity toward the narcissist. The final two categories will be the focus of this video because they basically still have some attachment to the narcissist. Narcissists are known for their emotional investment and commitment to their victims, and these two factors are indicative of this. And from there, we can find the problem. As long as you are emotionally invested in the narcissist, it makes no difference which one you have. To begin, let's talk about love. It's true that even after all that they've been through, some people still fall in love with narcissists. there is still a desire or expectation that the narcissist will return, appear, or even hoover them up again. Because they're in a trauma bond, some people would actually prefer to be hoovered up by the narcissist. After all, not all of your interactions with the narcissist were negative, and you may keep thinking of the positive aspect of them. During the love bombing phase, they did treat us as if we were valuable and loved. People find it hard to believe that a person can go from being their ideal spouse to their greatest nightmare in a matter of months. I stress the importance of making a mental shift in how you regard the narcissist, and that shift must begin with acceptance. Accepting that they're not who they say they are, as well as many other things. First, you have to acknowledge and recognize that you have a problem, which is the same with trauma bonds as with any other problem you may have. For those of us who still crave the narcissist, even though we know they are a bad influence, we may have a trauma attachment, and we must break free from that. In order to avoid falling into the trap of rationalizing or denying the narcissist's terrible behavior, it's a good idea to write down or keep a journal of all the unpleasant things he or she has done or said to you and how those things made you feel. You'll be able to refer to it whenever you start to miss the narcissist, which will come in handy. In addition to this, you may want to seek professional treatment to discuss your experience, your pain, and your betrayal. For many, this can be a source of comfort and even closure. While you're going through the motions, don't forget to take time for yourself, do the things you enjoy, and remember the people who bring you joy. Regaining your self-confidence and distancing yourself from the narcissist will be made easier with this approach. As part of your self-love and self-development, it's a good idea to keep a notebook in which you only write nice things about yourself, your loved ones, and your dreams. Secondly, let's move on to the subject of hatred. I want to emphasize this. We must understand that harboring ill will against the narcissist is far more damaging to our own well-being than it is to that person. Being worried or concerned with how or what the narcissist is going to do next might put you in a tense and even paranoid state of mind. Your neurological system and the immune system might be damaged by all the stress and negative energy you're exposed to on a daily basis, making you both physically and mentally ill, to put it simply. Above all, the narcissist's hatred for us is like love to us. There's only a thin line between love and hate, and so the attachment is quite the same. After taking everything away from us, the narcissist no longer requires any more of our resources, time, energy, or emotions. Having a narcissist occupying your thoughts and feelings is exactly what they desire. A full emotional detachment is what we should be aiming for, where we know all about them and don't care anymore. We have to get to the point where they are no longer relevant to our lives. We no longer care about them, even though we still have to deal with them on a daily basis. Their thoughts, behaviors, and even their very existence will become clear to them. It's important to note, though, that narcissists can be emotionally draining. Keep in mind that we must become emotionally detached if we want to succeed in escaping the narcissist's grip. There is only indifference. Neither love nor hate exists here. As always, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found my explanation to be helpful. Feel free to share your opinion and experiences in the comments section below. Consider subscribing to our channel and click the bell icon to be notified of our subsequent videos. Thank you. Exposing the one thing that the narcissist fears most: you. Narcissists try to put on a show that makes them appear invulnerable, as if they can accomplish anything and know anything. However, despite how they appear, there are a number of things that they are really afraid of, especially one that makes their days feel anxious. Narcissists are well known for their vanity and self-centeredness. Every aspect of our lives revolves around them, or so they think. It's common for narcissists to portray themselves as intelligent and logical, yet they're actually in continual conflict with their own self. They're constantly up against the battle of what's real and what's not. They injure and exploit others with the justification that they may be in danger of being harmed and exploited themselves. Narcissists believe that everyone they interact with is out to get them, so they have to strike first. What makes them believe this, though? This is what I want to make clear today. But first, I'd like to say hello and thank you for taking the time to view this video. Today, I'd want to discuss how the narcissist sees you as a mirror image of themselves. What causes them to think this way? How does it impact those around them? And how does it tie to the narcissist's desire to be in charge? So, if you'll stick with me to the end, I'd appreciate it. As a first step, the narcissist is prone to blaming others for their inferiorities, evil intentions, negative feelings, etc. In other words, they don't take responsibility for their actions and instead blame others for them. The narcissist, on the other hand, is convinced that everyone in their immediate vicinity is out to get them. The plot, cheating, and lying are all things they do when associating with other people. Narcissist believes that they must continually be on alert against a threat that doesn't exist in reality, but is very real to them. And it's all due to the paranoia that characterizes their very nature. Fear that others dislike you or intend to harm or criticize you is a common symptom of paranoia. Obviously, this can happen to anyone, but we will only focus on narcissists at the moment. When you get near enough to a narcissist, you can see how little value they place on other people and how little faith they have in people. They may be nasty or snarky in their public remarks, making it look like a joke, but what they're truly getting at is how they really feel. Surprisingly, though, most people believe that they're really joking. Many narcissists use dark humor as a method to be nasty or tear someone down. Everything is a game to them, and they believe everyone else does the same. They believe that everyone else is just like them, phony, premeditated, on the lookout for opportunities to exploit others, opportunistic, cunning, and a liar, which most times only in their head. So, to a narcissist, it comes down to being the best at all times. All that matters is winning. They need to be on their toes at all times. The goal is to gain the trust of everyone, even if they have no faith in anyone. In this game, the best player wins, simply because they believe that everyone else is out to get them and is just like them. This is just another reason why the narcissist approaches you as though you're their enemy, and they see everyone as a competitor. Paranoia makes them distrust and despises you, which exacerbates the situation. You'll only be despised and hated by them more as time goes on. For them, it's impossible to understand that anyone else can be truly happy and pleased due to the fact that they're empty inside. They can't live without the validation of others. They have a hard time accepting the fact that you are unique. They have a hard time believing that you're better than they are. So, one of the reasons they hurt you is because they want to bring out your worst qualities. They would go to great lengths to enrage you. To instill guilt and shame in you, they would accuse you and point the finger at you. You become disoriented and depressed as a result of their interference with your ideas and feelings. In the end, the narcissist simply wants to prove that they're not superior to you. It's possible for you to feel the same bad emotions that they do. Many victims of narcissistic abuse have the same paranoia as the narcissist as a result of the abuse. Narcissists are adept at passing on their negative traits and feelings to others, especially to those around them. A narcissist can make you feel as if you're being sucked into their world, and it's impossible to go out without being transformed into anything that the narcissist wants. Narcissistic flee is what some people term the negative behaviors you picked up from your narcissistic partner. But if we put in the effort and love ourselves, we can overcome these obstacles because we aren't what the narcissist perceives us to be. It is the narcissist's projection that the narcissist wants us to believe. In contrast, paranoia and other negative sentiments have become an integral part of the narcissist's personality and are a part of their identity. The narcissist's paranoia keeps him or her constantly on edge. Narcissists are afraid to be criticized or ashamed because they don't want to be seen. It alters their outlook on life and the people around them. In every aspect of their existence, they're plagued by paranoia, which causes them to vibrate at a low frequency. To describe narcissism in a more succinct way, I like to use the analogy of a ball of bad energy. The narcissist is driven by a deep-seated sense of dread, but when they're able to control others and the environment, that dread fades or diminishes. You're less likely to be seen as a danger by a narcissist as long as the narcissist has control over your life. This game in their minds is all about dominance and control. It's clear that the narcissist is the one who sets off the psychosis, the anxieties, and the nasty desires. It is because of their fear that they're unable to recognize the truth. It also misleads them into believing the adversary is on the outside when in reality it is hiding inside. I hope this brief explanation is useful for you. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. Many thanks for your time and attention. When you reject a narcissist because you can't trust them with all their hatred and inabilities. One thing about narcissists is that they always say things with the goal of getting what they want. This is because they can't communicate, only manipulate. They don't care about anything but making you feel bad so that their self-centered, inflated view of themselves is confirmed. When dealing with these kinds of people, you will start to feel confused and ashamed. They hate clear and simple communication because it gets in the way of what they want to do. In many of my videos, I talk about how narcissists treat the people in their lives with contempt or even hatred. The reason they grin and flatter you is that they believe that you are weak and naive. It's not always true, but these are some of the things they tell themselves in order to raise their self-esteem. Narcissists lead a double life. Their public persona is nearly flawless, and they entice others with their phony friendliness and charisma. They are snake-like, deadly, and treacherous behind closed doors. Master manipulators who have the power to wreak havoc on lives are who they are. There is no trustworthiness in the fact that narcissists won't change and that the only person who will be harmed is you. When in doubt, you should walk away. Indeed, do you honestly believe that it is possible to consume poison without being ill as a result? Is it possible for you to leap into the sea and not drown if you have no swimming experience? Do you believe you will not die if you pick up a venomous snake? In this brief video, I underline the realities of the issue that no matter who you are, the narcissist hates you. Because the narcissist doesn't care if you've done anything wrong or if you've done nothing but good for them. After all, this is not about you. Everything is about them. But before we talk more about this, I just wanted to express my appreciation to everyone who took the time to watch this video. I'd like to send you an invitation to contribute to the growth of this channel by forwarding this video to any of your friends or family members. Please subscribe to this channel if this is your first time here so that you don't miss out on any future updates that you might find interesting. Let's continue. The narcissist hates you for a variety of reasons, and in today's video, I want to explain why you should never put your trust in a narcissist. First, it's important to remember that narcissists can dislike you for any reason. This is true whether the narcissist is your parent, a close friend or family member, a coworker, or a love partner. When it comes to hatred, the narcissist knows no limits. Even if they don't know you personally or have never met you, they can still despise you because you have something that they don't. It's also important to note that increasing your love for them will not make them like you in any way. Neither will do or giving all they want of you make them adore you. These simple principles can save you a lot of time and heartache. The narcissist would despise you for no legitimate reason, but at least I'll be giving you 3 that will convince you that you can't trust a narcissist. The first reason is they want to be like you. A lot of the time they are. Narcissists are envious beings. Narcissist wishes they could enjoy life the way we do, not just because of our talents and advantages. Because of this, despite their best efforts to diminish us and make us feel insignificant, we've got everything they could possibly want here. To them, we are nothing more than a source of their happiness, hope, and brightness. Narcissists long for the ability to be content on their own, and this is the basis of their jealousy because they just want everything for themselves. Seeing those who have what they don't or can't has driven them to enmity toward us. In the event that they were given a chance, they would gladly take those items away from us, even if they had to destroy our lives. Narcissists see you as an existential threat, which brings us to the second reason why a narcissist may despise you for no apparent reason. What I mean is how their paranoia pushes them to dread and despise you. They believe they're at continual risk of being cheated on, attacked, or wounded in any other manner, and many times this is merely their imagination. However, it taints their view of everyone, even those who care about them. Because they believe that everyone else is an enemy, they are unable to form genuine attachments or healthy relationships. They feel that everyone else is out to hurt and exploit them. They live in constant fear because the narcissist's psyche is dark, complicated, and full of insecurities. They're motivated by fear, which makes them harm and despise others. Thirdly, their hatred of themselves is the final basis for their hatred of others. In spite of all their efforts to project a positive image, they're actually a person who despises their own existence. Another factor is that they are aware that they're not content with what they have, causing them excessive stress and anxiety. They're merely pretending to be joyful in order to get attention. There is nothing exciting about their relationships or accomplishments. They just appear to be. People who are narcissistic put in significant effort to hide their shame and suffering from others and to conceal their true nature as well. The ultimate result is that they're unsatisfied, afraid, and ashamed, and they dread it. It never seems to be enough to get rid of their latent bad emotions and feelings of worthlessness, no matter what they obtain, purchase, or achieve. Finally, these are the 3 reasons why the narcissist harbors hatred for you and why they would strive to harm or destroy you regardless of what you do to them. So, tell me, what are your thoughts on this matter? I really hope that you had a good time seeing this video, and if you have anything on your mind, please don't be afraid to share your opinions and experiences with us in the comments section below. Consider subscribing to our channel and click the bell icon to be notified of our